there, I'm going to start a new series where I dig a little deeper into the basic open chords that you already know. And the idea of this is just to kind of give you more chords to play around with, whether it be for writing or chords to help you start to figure out other songs that are maybe a little bit more complex. This week is going to be the D chord. And so you know this D chord. It's pretty basic, and I'm going to be giving you some music theory stuff in the chord diagrams over here, to your right, in the guitar grids or the chord grids. I'm going to put a lot of information there. I'm going to put the fingering. I'm going to put the names of the notes that you're playing, and what those notes are in relationship to the chord. In other words, 1, 3, 5, 7, 6, whatever. Okay. And don't worry, I've said this before, there's no quiz at the end of the week, so you don't have to understand all this stuff. Sometimes the more you hear about theory and chord harmony and things like that, you start to understand it. It starts to make sense. And I'm hoping that I can kind of give you a little bit of information that will make that happen. So, okay, so we're going to start with the basic D chord. Okay, top 4 strings, open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. There's D major and D minor. Okay, and so that's going to be open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and 1st fret. Okay, so this is a D, F sharp, A are the notes in this chord, and D, F, A are the notes in this chord. Okay, so now for either one of those, if we add the pinky, we create what's called a Dsus4, or shorthand Dsus, and the sus stands for suspended. You're suspending something, and it wants to resolve. It's like, and then if it's in minor, if you were in a minor key, that would sound like a little bit of tension, and that would be resolved there. Okay. The Dsus chord or the Dsus4 chord doesn't have a major or minor tonality, so it could go to a minor chord or it could go to a major chord depending on what key you're in. Okay. Now, the other chord we're going to do is a D2 chord or a D2 no third. So this is a chord. This is where we just take off the 2nd finger in the D chord, or we take off the 1st finger in the D minor chord, same exact tonality, same sound. So there's D, there's D2, no third, and then here's D minor, and then D minor, no third. Okay, and so you might do something like this, where you go D sus to D to D2 to D. Right? Or in minor key. Okay, so those are useful chords, the sus and the D2. All right, now let's go back to the D chord. What I want to do is I'm going to take the middle, the D note right here on the 2nd string, and I'm going to start taking that down 1 fret at a time, and we're going to get a different chord every time. And it's really cool. If we go, that's D. If I just go straight 2s across, 0, 2, 2, 2, that's D major 7. Okay? If I go down, so that's the 7th right there. We went from D to the major 7th. We're going to go to this minor 7th, or what would be called a dominant 7th chord. And then if I take that off again, it's a 6. So this is D, D major 7, D7, and D6. The song Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer. And I think it goes to a G chord, right? Also, Show Me the Way by Peter Frampton, I think, does. It has a D major 7 in it like that, okay? Now the cool thing is, we could do this to the D minor chord as well. So if we listen to it with a D minor chord, so here's D minor again, 0, 2, 3, 1. If I take that 3rd fret on the 2nd string note down a half step, or 1 fret, I get what's called a D major 7, D minor with a major 7. Very complex name. And then take it down another fret, I'm going to go ahead and bar the 1st finger. And I'm going to get this, so it's 0, 2, 1, 1. And that is a D minor 7 chord, okay? And then if I go to the open string, it's D minor 6. So that would... You've heard get kind of... In fact, Stairway to Heaven is kind of a variation on that. But in A minor instead of D minor. You could think Feelings. So that's cool. So we've got D major, D major 7, D7, D6, and then D minor with a major 7, D minor 7, and D minor 6. A lot of names, things to understand, but just play around with these. Okay, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna go, now we're gonna take the second fret of the G string, and we're gonna move that up a fret. We're going to get an augmented chord. Okay, that would be D plus or D sharp 5. D plus, the plus sign would be shorthand for augmented. Or you could use the letters A, U, G, but basically what that augmented is means you're sharping the 5th. And then if I go one more, I get to another version of the D6 chord. And I think it's Baby Hold On To Me by Eddie Money. Let's do the same thing to the D minor chord. All right, and we're gonna get, we got open 2, 3, 1. We're gonna go open 3, 3, 1, and then we go open 4, 3, 1, and we get James Bond, right? So basically, what we have is a D with a sharp 5, D augmented, or and then we could call this D minor 6, and then back to D with a sharp 5, D minor with a sharp 5. Okay, so I hope this helps. I hope this is fun for you. I'm going to do A chord. I'm going to do the C chord. We're gonna dig around and find some fun variations on your basic open chord, so that you can kind of broaden your harmony palette, give you more tools, and also just help you to, it'll help you figure out songs that you're looking at. I can't figure out that chord. What is that chord? And you can maybe find it if it's near one of the chords you already know. Okay? God bless you. I'll talk to you soon.